Hi, welcome to this video tutorial, Spring Data JPA, Paging and Sorting. I am Nam Haming from CodeJava.net. Throughout this tutorial, you will learn how to implement paging and sorting functionalities for an existing Spring Boot application using Spring Data JPA and Hibernate and Thymeleaf. Suppose that we have an existing Spring Boot application that displays a list of products that looks like this. You see, there can be many products listed on a single page, and you want to implement pagination and sorting to allow the user to browse a list of products easily. For pagination, we will implement the pagination like this: total items, the current page of total pages, first page, previous page, and the page numbers, next page and last page. And for sorting, the user can click on the column header to sort by the column. For example, click product ID to sort by product ID. Click column name to sort the list of products by name, and so on. This is an existing Spring Boot project in the Spring Tool Suite IDE Product Manager, you see. And let me run this Spring Boot application Product Manager. Start. This project uses a Spring Data JPA with Thymeleaf, Hibernate, and MySQL database. It simply displays a list of products from the database. And now let's test it in Chrome browser. Localhost 8080. And you see, this is a product manager application that displays a list of products. And you can see there can be many products listed. So we need to implement pagination and sorting, allowing the user to browse the information more easily. Here are the technologies used in this project: Spring Framework, Spring Boot, Spring Data JPA with Hibernate to simplify the programming of the data access layer, Thymeleaf for the view template, MySQL JDBC driver to connect with MySQL database server, and Spring Boot developer tools and live reload extension for Chrome browser to take the advantages of automatic restart and automatic reload whenever we make changes to our project code. And to follow this tutorial, make sure that you have the following software programs installed on your computer. First is Java Development Kit JDK, Spring Tool Suite IDE, and MySQL database server. First, let's write code for the pagination. You see, this is a Spring Boot project using Spring Data JPA. So we have a domain model class, product, repository, interface, product, repository, and product service, and the application controller class. This is a product class, is a domain model class, you see, and this is a product repository interface that you see it is extending the JPA repository interface. And to use paging and sorting functionalities, we must extend different interface. It is the paging and sorting repository. Here, the domain type is a product, and ID type is long. So to use paging and sorting, we need to create the repository interface extending the paging and sorting repository interface. It's better to stop the application because we are going to write a lot of code, make a lot of changes. And you can see this interface defines a couple of methods. File that takes a sort object to sort the result, and Fido with a pageable object to um, perform the pagination for the result. And we must modify the code in the product service class to use the new method for pagination and sorting. You can see the file method here takes a pageable. So we create a pageable object here. Pageable from Spring Framework. Pageable equal page request. Yeah. So page request utility class creates a page, and we specify the page number, which is zero-based index, and the size of the page or the number of items to be returned on the page. So we request the first page, which is at index 0, and the number of items is 10 rows per page. And then we pass the pageable object to this method, pageable. And this file method returns a page of the domain type instead of a list collection. So we need to change the return type of this list or method to page from Spring Data JPA. That means we also need to update the code in the controller class accordingly, because now this list all method doesn't return a list product. It returns a page product. Page product first page, or just page import from Spring Data JPA. And the page object, we can get the content of the page, which is returning a list of product here. So that's the simplest uses of the pagination. We extending the paging and sorting repository class, and we request the first page with 10 rows, and in the controller class we write the content of the page. Now let's start our Spring Boot application to see how it works, and later we will update the code to make it more flexible, customizable. Okay, here we go. Click this icon to enable live reload for this page. Now let's refresh. You see, now I have only 10 products listed here in the first page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. To verify that Spring Data JPA and Hibernate actually implements pagination, we can configure Spring Boot to display the SQL statement in the console view here. So we modify the application.properties class file here. We specify a new property Spring.jpa dot show SQL equal true, and we want to format the SQL statement, so we declare this property Spring JPA properties dot Hibernate dot format underscore SQL equal true. That's it. Save. And you see now it displays the SQL statement in the console view here, and you can see select from product table, and you can see it is a limit keyword here, which is for pagination with MySQL database, you see. And because I'm using live reload for Chrome browser, so when I make changes to this properties file, it automatically reloads the page. So you see the SQL statement printed here immediately, you see. So that's basically how to implement the pagination. Ultimately, we implement the pagination that looks like this, with the total items current page on the total page, first previous page numbers, next last pages. Now let's write code to display the total items and the current page of the total pages. Product service here. Sorry, app controller, because we have the page object here. Now with this page object, we can read the number of elements, which is the total rows in the database. Int, so we assign a variable name total pages equal page dot get number of elements, and the page object also provide a method get total pages here, which is total number of pages int. Sorry, get number of elements is total items, not total pages, and this is total pages. And we set two attributes to the model to store the total items and total pages. Model add attribute total items, and total pages. And in the Thymeleaf view template, the index.html file here, we write code to display below the table. Yeah, below the table. So we create div, wrap this header inside a div table inside a div and we have another div below the table to display the pagination information, total items, and we use the Thymeleaf syntax to display the value of a variable like this, and the variable name total items. Okay, save all the changes and test, and you see it display total items 10. Not correct. The total items in the database is about 20. You see in MySQL Workbench here, select all rows from the product table, and we have 20 rows here. I make something wrong. Product service, product app controller. Get number of elements. To the page size. Get total elements, not get the number of elements. So the correct method is get total elements long, not get number of elements. The get number of element method is for the number of rows in the current page. Okay, save. And as you see, it shows the correct number total items 20. Then we insert another product in this table. For example, Hyundai action, Hyundai Japan, 30,000. Click apply, and then we refresh, and the total item should be 21 here. You see, very good, right? This is for the break line. And you can see total items here. And next we display the current base over the total basis. So in the controller class, we set the current base in current base equal 1, and set the corresponding attribute here, current base, and total basis here. Base, current base of total base, total basis. Okay, save the changes. We got an error here, current base. Okay, so you see There are 3 pages, and the current page is page one of 3, and we have 21 rows. And now we are going to write code to display the page numbers. That looks like this, allowing the user to view a specific page. So in Thymeleaf template, we can use for each. We use span th each equal I iterate in a sequence. This sequence from 1 to the total pages. And we display the page number, which is the value of the I variable in the each for loop here. You see 2 spaces. Okay, got an error here. Function sequence could not be found. Sorry, it should be numbers dot sequence. Okay, here you go, and you see there are 3 page numbers here, 1, 2, 3. Page 1 of 3. You see 1, 2, 3. Let's try to change the total number of elements, the number of rows in a page to a smaller value. Yeah, it is 10. Now I change to 5. And it should display more page numbers. And you can see now we have 5 pages because only 5 elements in a page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the page numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now let's add hyperlink to this page number, allowing the users to click on the page number to read the content of a specific page. Okay, here we will we display in the hyperlink a tag a th reference is we use relative URL to this page. Page and forward slash and the page number, which is the number I here. Okay, let's see. And we have the hyperlink here, and you can see the hyperlink in the bottom of the browser. Page forward slash 1, page forward slash 2, page forward slash 4 here. You see. So this is a URL pattern for the pagination, and now we need to code to update the controller class to display the items on a specific page. Controller here, we create another method to display the products by page. Grab mapping page and followed by the page number, which is a path parameter. Public string list by page. The code is similar to the view home page method here, so we copy, cut here, paste here. The current page is the value of the page number in the path parameter in the URL here, so we declare path variable annotation with the name is page number integer page number or current page. So we delete current page here. Okay, so in the view home page method for the home page, we simply delegate the code to the list by page method with the current page is page 1. So in the list all method in the service class, we need to parameterize to list the content based on the page number. So we declare parameter here integer page number here, page number minus subtracted by 1 because the page number in Spring Data JPA is 0 base index. 5 is total elements on a page. Okay, so in the controller class here, we call the list all method passing the current page. Okay, save all the changes and let's test to see how it works. Okay, this is the home page and it is the page 1. Now click the hyperlink 2 here to see the content of the page 2. You see content of page 2 here. This is the products on page 2. And in the console view, you can see the SQL statement printed here in the from clause product limit with 2 parameters, start and end here. This is a pagination syntax for MySQL database. Now page 3. Page 3 we have problem because it appends URL like this. So we need to update the Thymeleaf here to our relative URL. So we must have a forward slash before the page here. Now let's test again. Go to the home page, and this is the first page, the third page here, fourth page here, fifth page here. Very nice, right? And this is Spring Data JPA. Makes it very simple, easy to implement the pagination. Now we want that the hyperlink will not appear for the current page, for example, page 1. So the number 1 here is not a hyperlink. And page 2, if we are currently on page 2, the page number 2 is not a hyperlink. So we can use the conditional syntax in Thymeleaf. Yeah, we can specify Thymeleaf if syntax here. If I not equal to the current page, so we display the hyperlink. Else we display just a text. So you can copy and paste this, and this here span, not a hyperlink, span, and we use a conditional syntax unless not hyperlink. So we remove the hyperlink here, just display a text. Okay, and you see now we are currently on the page number 2, and you see in the pagination section here, number 2 is not a hyperlink. Click page 3 and you see page 3, number 3 is not a hyperlink. You see page 4, page 5, you see, very good, right? And now we need to display the links for next page, last page, first page, and previous page. And that looks like this here. That allows the user to quickly navigate to first page, last page, next, and previous pages. Okay. The first page, first, previous, next, and last. For the first page, we use th condition if th reference first. If the current page is not the first page, so we display the hyperlink for go to the first page. Current page greater than 1, and we display the hyperlink for the first page is page page 1, unless we display the first as a normal text, not a hyperlink. So we use the span tag here and th colon unless, and we remove the link here for the span tag. Okay, save. Let's see it in the browser. You can see we are on the first page. So first is just the text. Now go to page 2, and you see first becomes a hyperlink. And click here, we go to the first page. You see, very good, right? Go to page 4 and go to first page. And similarly, we do the same with a similar logic for previous page. For previous page, the condition is if the current page is greater than 2, right? Previous. If the current page greater than 1, so we display the previous hyperlink here. Th. The condition is similar to the first page, but the URL is different dynamically. URL /page, and then we plus the page number, current page minus 1. So this is the previous page. Okay, save. Go to the third page and we see the previous hyperlink here. But the hyperlink is not good. Go to the first page. Let's display the text previous page in case the current page is not greater than 1. So use a similar logic. This is a previous page. Sorry. We are on the first page, so first and previous are not hyperlink. Click, go to second page, and you can see the first page and previous page here. We should use a $sign for the variable here. Plus current page minus 1. We got an error here. Sorry, it should be current page subtracted by 1 inside brackets after the $sign here. We got the same error. Okay, here you go. We are on the second page and click previous. We go to the page 1 and go to fifth page, page 5, and the previous page is page 4. You see, previous page 3, previous page 2, previous page 1. Very good, right? We need a space here. So it looks nicer, right? Go to second page, third page, fourth page, and go to first page, Go to fourth page, previous page. Very good, right? Now let's implement the similar logic for the next and last pages. Hyperlinks here for the next. For the next hyperlink, the condition is next. The condition is the current page less than the total pages, and the URL is / page / and current page +1 is the next page. We must have closing bracket here, and unless we display a normal text, not a hyperlink, and delete the hyperlink here. So you see, Spring Data JPA makes it very easy, simple to implement pagination. Okay, here we go. This should be span. Okay, we see the next hyperlink here. Next, and go to page 3, page 4, page 5, and on the last page, next is normal text, not a hyperlink. Previous, next, first page, and next go to the second page, third page, fourth page. So far, so very good. And do similar for the last hyperlink, last page. Open again. Okay. For the last page, the condition is the same, but the URL is different. This is last page. For last page, the URL is page plus total pages. Last. Okay, save. And we see the last hyperlink here. Let's insert two white spaces between. Okay, look good. It is no total pages. Okay, the last page is page 5. I'm currently on the second page, and go to last page. You see page 5. And on the last page, the next and last become normal text, not hyperlink. Go to previous page. It is hyperlink here. You see first, next, previous. Now let's change the total elements on a page to a greater number. For example, 6 items per page, and you will see Now we have only 4 pages because we have 6 rows per page, 2, 4, 6. And we are currently on the third page of 4. You see, first, last, previous. So we have done implementing the pagination for existing Spring Boot project using Spring Data JPA. Next, I'm going to show you how to write code to implement sorting for a Spring Boot project. The users can click on a column header here to sort the list by that column. For example, click name. We sort the list of product by name. Let's start by modifying the product service class, and you can see in the out method of the page request class here, it also take parameter of type sort here to specify the sort field. And okay, so let me show you. We declare the sort object here from Spring Framework Data JPA sort equal sort by and field name. For example, the product name. The field name here must be the field name in the domain model class here. ID, name, brand, made in, price. Because we are using Spring Data JPA. And the sort direction ascending. And we pass the sort object to the page request of method here. That's it. And save the change, and let's see in Chrome browser. And you can see we are on page number 2, and the product manager list. Go to the first page, and it is sorted in ascending order, which means alphabetic order A, C here. Next page you see G, H, I, K. Next page K, M, S, T. Next T, V, X. You see it is correct. First page. So that's basically how to implement sorting using Spring Data JPA. Now let's write code to parameterize this method so we can allow the user to click on the column header in the table here to sort the list products. So here we declare another parameter, which is a sort field, and sort direction. So here, and here we check the sort direction. Sort equal sort direction. If sort direction equal ASC or ascending, then we apply ascending sort to the sort object. Else, it is descending. That's it. And so in the controller class, we need to update this method. The sort field and sort direction should present in the URL. So we need to declare 2 additional path variables here. Page number and gen sort. Sorry. We display path parameter, not path variable. Param. So we use the param annotation. name is sort field string sort field, and the second param is sort direction sort dir string sort dir, and we pass the sort field and sort direction to this method sort field sort dir, and we store the values of sort field and sort dir to the model. This is a sort field and sort direction sort dir, and in the home page the default sorting field is a name and sort direction is ascending. That's it. Let's save the changes. Yeah, we got an error here. Let's see what is the error. No pointer exception. List or product service line 17. Product service line 17 here. We had no for sort direction. Web controller sort direction. So we need to go to the home page, and it displays correctly, and you see the product is sorted by name in ascending order. And now we write code, update the code to make the column names in the table here clickable, so the user can sort the list by clicking on the column names here. So we update the template here. This is the column names here, column header here. This is a product ID column. So we use hyperlink ATH and the URL is we must copy the URL here, makes it similar like this. Forward slash paste forward slash and plus the current page, and then we specify the query parameters for the sort field and sort direction here, question mark, and then sort field equals the field name for this column is ID, and the second parameter is sort direction or sort dir is value of the attribute sort direction. Okay, save and let's see. We have the product ID, which is hyperlink here, click, and this is the URL change to appending two parameters, sort view and sort direction here. Let's see in the domain model class ID here. Okay, so we are on the first page, and the list product is sorted by the product ID. And we'll also make update to the hyperlinks in the pagination here to append the parameters for sort view and sort direction. So when we click on the hyperlinks in the pagination here, it will display the product list based on the sort view and sort direction. So here we update, copy this to the next page here, next page here, here. You see, paste sort view. Now the sort view we must concatenate with the value of the variable sort view. Sort view. Save. And now in the hyperlink you will see. Now we go to the second page, and you see the index. The list is sorted by product ID. But we need to allow the user to toggle sorting direction, ascending or descending. If the product list is currently sorted by ID in ascending order, and when the user clicks the column again, the sorting direction we change to descending order. So we need to reverse the sorting order in the controller class here. We need to have additional attribute which you reverse sort there, and we calculate the reverse sort there based on the sort there equal sort there. If it is ascending, then the reverse order is descending, else ascending, and this is a reverse sort order. And in the hyperlink in the column header, this must be a reverse sort direction. Reverse sort direction, sort there. Okay. And you can see currently it is sorted by product ID in ascending order, and I click here, it will sort by descending order. You see the URL change to sort there, descending. Click again and it changed to ascending. Now let's make the column name clickable, so you can see the sorting in action more visually. Name here, copy and paste. Just change a few name. Change a few name here to name. Save. Okay, we have the name column clickable. Click here and it sorts the list in descending order of the product name. Here you see Xbox come first, Virtual, Toyota, ThinkPad, next page, second page, third page, fourth page, also sort. You see the last item is in the A letter here, which means the sorting order is correctly in descending order. and we need to update the hyperlinks for the pagination to include all the parameters, sort view and sort direction. Go to the end of the page. Here we have the code for the page number here, and we copy for the links in the pagination. For the first page here, and for the previous page here, previous page, and for the next page here, next page, and for the last page here, last page. Okay, save the changes. Okay, first, previous, next, last. Now let's test again. First page in sort in ascending order. You see here in ascending order. And now click next page. It also sorting in ascending order. GHIIK. Next. KKMSST. Next. TVX. You see previous. You can see the URL in the address bar here. Very good, right? And we do the same for the rest of the column headers, column names. For brand, product brand, the field name in the monoclass is brand, made in and price. So we change the field name here to brand. And similarly for the made in column, the field name, short field name is made in, and the last column is the price. Short field name here is price. Okay, save the change. LC all columns can be clickable. Now let's sort this product list by brand name. You see in descending order here, and we are on the second page. The first page, Microsoft Dell, in descending order. Next, Apple. It is not correct. I see it's not correct. Product brand name. Sort field brand in descending order. Let's try to sort made in USA. Price in descending order. Oh, look like it's not correct. Let me see. Oh, sorry. We must pass a variable sort view here. Okay, save the change. And now it should work correctly. Now sort the brand. You see, first page to brand in ascending order: Amazon, Apple here, Dell, Ford, Google, Honda, Hyundai, Intel, Kia, Lenovo, Microsoft, Samsung, Toyota. Correct. Brand again, and we sort in descending order, and Amazon is the last. Go to the first page, and Toyota, Samsung, made in, you see, China, Japan, Korea, Malaysia, Taiwan, USA, Vietnam, and short price in is in descending order. The most expensive products appear first. You see here, first Everest 2019 price in descending order here. In the first page, second page, it is smaller and smaller. You see, now let's sort again. You see the last page are the most expensive products, and the first page is the cheapest products here. You see, and in the console view in Spring Data Suite IDE, you can see Hibernate generate SQL statement with the short keyword here, ASC, order by, product brand, ASC here. You see, order by, product price in the setting order here. Okay, so far so good. So you have learned how to implement pagination and sorting, paging and sorting for an existing Spring Boot application using Spring Data JPA, Hibernate, MySQL, and Thymeleaf. You see, Spring Data JPA makes it very simple and easy to uh, implement paging and sorting functionalities for a Spring Boot project. I hope you will find this video tutorial helpful. Please click subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. I am Nam Amin from CodeJava.net. Thank you.